Hi everyone, it's Lisa here. Sort of say hello again. I hope you're all well and doing okay. This is in my apartment that I'm currently moving out of. This is the view out of my Juliet balcony, which is quite lovely. This is in the background, if I can show you if it's a better view. That is the community centre. Oops, when I get back. And also there's some artwork there called Richard of York gave battle in vain. Those lights all light up. You can see it out there. So I thought I'd share something with you today. I'm in the middle of moving out of the apartment and it's all very messy at the moment, so I'm just going to do a quick whiz around here. Hope it doesn't make you dizzy, but there's boxes and stuff everywhere all over the place at the moment. It's all very messy, so it's a bit of a mess at the moment, but the end result will be worth it when I've got there. I went to a friend's in the area today. He's lent me a sack truck so I can help move some of my stuff out. And they're building a hotel next door. Well, it's a hotel, a part hotel, so part apartments, part hotel. And where he actually lives, just around the corner, is a different angle to where the community centre is. Sorry, where the hotel is that they're building. And it's actually really noisy. The construction is noisy. It's gone quiet now because the builders have left. It's the end of the day now, so they're all gone, so you can't really hear it, but it's actually quite noisy during the day. And where he lives, it's quite noisy. It's very dusty. There's a lot of dirt. It all looks really, really messy at the moment. They've just got some poles, they're steel poles that they're beginning to build stuff around. And I remember when I first moved in, this community centre here behind me was still being built. There was still cranes, it was still all sectioned off. You couldn't go near it when I first moved in because it wasn't finished. And there was a lot of dust, it was very dirty, it was a lot of mess. And it reminded me of a verse in Proverbs that I read a while ago. It actually made me laugh quite a lot when I first read it. But it's from Proverbs 14, verse 4, and it says, "Where there are no oxen, the manger is clean, but abundant crops come by the strength of the ox." And in Bible days, they used to use ox to plough the fields and to get the crops ready. And obviously some people still use that method nowadays, but most of the time in the West it's by a tractor. But in Bible days it was used, they used oxen. So what this verse is saying is that if you want a crop, if you want to have some kind of harvest in your life, if you want some kind of good to come out of something that you're trying to build, that you're trying to make, that you're trying to develop, it takes effort and it takes time, because without that ox and without the mess in the stall of that ox, you're not going to have the crops that you were expecting to get. You have to have the mess with the ox to get the crops. And I think that's a really good lesson for all of us. While they're doing the construction at the moment, it is completely messy, there's loads of dust, it's noisy, it just looks like complete chaos. But actually they are building something that will turn out pretty lovely. By the time that they've finished, it will look really good. But at the moment it doesn't look like that. It takes time for it to look like that. And I think in our lives, when we try and build anything, when we try and do anything, it takes effort to build things, especially things that, I don't know, maybe God has put on your heart to do. I don't know, maybe he's called you to go to missions abroad. Maybe he is asking you to be a writer. Maybe he's asking you to reach out to your community more. Whatever he's asking you to do, it takes effort, it takes time. And sometimes it looks messy, especially when God is doing something in our lives. And if there is change as well, it can look pretty messy in our lives. It can look pretty dusty. It can look like things are just all over the place, that things aren't in place where they should be. But that doesn't mean to say that God has finished and that God is not interested in what you're doing. Because I think that, often there is mess, especially in change, and it's in that mess and it's in that putting that effort into whatever God is asking you to do, that actually there will be a good product, a good harvest at the end of it when you do what God is asking you to do, even if it looks really messy and it looks complete and utter chaos and there's a lot of dust, don't worry, because the finished product, that thing that God has started in you, God will finish it and it will look really good. So I just thought I'd leave that message with you today. Bye.